There's enough evidence if you can just connect the dots and you can take a step back and say, you know what, I'm not going to be afraid to believe this or that. Like, I'm not going to believe something out of fear. I'm going to read it all and I'm going to try to make sense of it. And I think that when an honest intellectual does, I think more and more of us are doing that, and we're coming to the conclusion that, yeah, it's actually based in fundamental principles, not these covenants and commandments that have been implemented by the very rulers of this realm that we have zero evidence today to think that we should believe. I mean, for as long as history, as far back as we can go, to the very present day, these rulers of this realm, governance, the military governments, the military-industrial complex, banking, finance, the economy, even the healthcare industry now, all the way down to religion and education, they have given us no reason to believe that we should actually trust them or that we should believe what they say if it doesn't make sense. And I'm just simply here to say, with a ton of other people the world over that are waking up, it doesn't make sense. And there's more than enough evidence to suggest that people all the way back to ancient times would look at today's world and say it also doesn't make sense. And I think once you get to that point, you realize, okay, so what's next? Well, I'm a free, sovereign individual, a divine manifestation and expression of the creator or the source or the forces of this universe that are represented in my microcosm itself, which is why I love the chakras and Hinduism, and then, the Hermetic principles that mirror it. Like, once you get to that point, you have nothing to fear. All right, well, let's create something new. And that's exactly what I'm doing here. And that's exactly what I think the ton of people around the world are eager to and are feeling more inspired to be a part of. And I think what comes next for humanity will happen through inspiration with zero force and zero coercion, only coming from like-minded hearts and mind, or like minds and hearts, wanting to affect the very changes in our paradigm of thinking that will provide what can be nothing other than a foundation for a new earth that we all want to manifest.
I agree
Yeah,
100%. Go ahead, sir.
in Earth that we can leave for our greatest grandchildren and know that it's good.
Yeah,
I do,
100%.
I do
I
agree with all
am.
that, cause like, I do agree with all that, and that's why I kind of like when it comes to like kind of fighting a lot when it comes to certain things about God. To me, to a certain point, it's kind of like, yeah, we do need to talk about it, but when it comes to the fighting of it, it's to me, it's kind of seems kind of pointless. Cause I heard someone say something one time that kind of did make sense to me and kind of made sense. That was, he said, if I could fit God in my brain, would he be a god? So I was like, okay, well, obviously we're never gonna really fully understand anything. Like, so if I can fit God in my brain, he's not a god because I can fit him in my brain. So obviously, well, like, he's beyond us, obviously. So
I'm going to tell you, once we get beyond belief and pouring all of the energy that we poured into that exercise, we will start creating. You said it. You said it, Raise. You said it very, you used some really very good wording in order to say it. But the bottom line is this: we have to escape belief land and we have to move into knowledge land where we know.
Yeah,
And that is a place, again, where there is no God, no devil, there is no heaven, no hell. And there's just us creating. Because once we start, we begin the process of actually unlearning the shiznit that we've learned, we can start to pour energy into creating from what we know. And we know a lot. I'm going to tell you something. All of the written constructs of man have been around for maybe as much as 3,000 years. And I think that's going far. But let's give it 5,000 years, okay? They say that mankind is, we've existed for more than 300,000 years. So my question is, what the FUG have we been doing for 295,000 years?
well, we can't really create something that's already been created. Like we can't create anything. We just work with what exists already. Like we can't create
See,
nothing new.
therein lies the problem right there.